Let them do their thing. I'm just here to.
Depending on the ladies. Should I say the women?
Or if it's this. I'll take it. Where'd it come from, though? Five hours? That's a decent amount of sleep, I guess. It's not horrible. Not a whole lot either, but it's enough. Get a deposit here at the camp funds.
Hi. Good morning.
Let's keep about 250. Oh no! Way over that. There we go.
How you doing, old friend? Fine. It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society.
No, you have lofty goals. My goals are to survive.
Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Is that what we're gonna do now? Is that our priority, fish?
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting. You... Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
All right, gentlemen. Let me show you how it's done.
By the way, we are not going to a creek. We're gonna go across the lake.
Yeah.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again. Thick and soupy as this air is.
Oh, it's the
Even
worst.
do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. for what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us.
Dutchman's dumbass players.
We don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what
Oh, that's why we
turns
went and
up.
did the roads secret heist when we did.
Imagine
Oh, we have to
what
wait
a
until
fool, rich,
we were able to use guns in there
simpletons
again
must
before we
be
could do it.
down here.
That runs the risk of having the
This is
kid
perfect for
die
you,
while he's down
Jose.
there.
You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool. Whoa.
Oh, so this is how it happens. Okay, I was wondering, because I know this quest is coming along, I just didn't know how we get to this point.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
Hey, it's good to
Fucking
meet you.
names.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do?
No one to point out it's
Nothing
happening.
too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
I can't have more scandals.
Allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away.
You want to state more of the
Do
obvious,
not
dickhead?
shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
No, you did. I just don't really care that much.
You all are a goddamn joke.
Oh!
Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave him. Stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through the station.
What's the hurt? He might be dead.
Get to the side of the train.
Yeah.
See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Ow.
You cop bastard. I didn't do nothing. Go to hell.
I need you to get off me, dude.
Damn it.
Stay on them.
How many people you have in that goddamn that cage?
Come on, shitbag.
Yeah, a bit of advice, guys. You would have better luck jumping off the train by this point.
Bastard.
Damn bastard.
Get the hell away from me.
Well, I didn't kill him.
Running ain't gonna help. Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman.
Oh, of course he got a gun or a knife.
Father, let me go. Can't do that.
Need some chips? Come on. Just don't kill him.
You sure?
Just subdue him and we'll take
There's a fucking knife involved, dude.
Try at least. I don't think I can open the door from the outside, unfortunately.
At least try.
Watch yourself. He's as dirty as they come.
I've noticed he has a knife. Where'd he get the knife? I don't know, but he got a knife.
Do it. Waste of my time.
Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
My face is all fucked up, dude.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go.
Where'd you get the other
are a
horse?
natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Yeah, so it's that kind of family, huh?
You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
A lot of unnecessary drama is what it sounds like.
We're gonna bear left here.
You know, buddy, you can have to go a little bit faster. Yeah, it won't hurt you that much. Yeah, something better than a slight canter.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there
It's
on your left. is the
dry
Rhodes
and
Parlor
dusty
House.
and just...
Very reputable
garbage.
saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Do you want to do any kind of work here, or is it just me doing everything, huh?
Bring him here.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents. Old
Oh, we got
timers
Trelawney back?
gone,
Cool.
sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out, rebel gold, marrying cousins, or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you
Gotta
can
keep the
find out about
bloodline
that.
pure, right?
I have missed you, boys.
That's how you go about doing
I've
it.
heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There
How
was
many people in
talk
this
of
group are wearing
super
paisley?
agents, some said.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right.
Both families suck dick.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
You can go fishing, why not?
Oh, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Hi there, folks.
Come along, Silver.
Forgotten your brand of trouble.
That's good, girl.
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Another eventful detour so far.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it
If
was
ever so
worthwhile
slightly we are,
diversion
yes.
all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gray?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
For now.
Didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
But sometimes more smartly than others.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
We're moving ever so slowly. One of the longer missions, I will admit.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore.
You good, girl?
Require me abandoning my horse again. Don't
Sure
know if I'm a
nobody
fan of
would
that
mind if
one.
we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb.
Oh
for
look, me
anything
again,
else.
rowing a boat.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going.
How far out do you want me going?
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
There is no fucking way in hell we're catching a sturgeon out here.
Worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. It looks like you got a bite, Arthur. Now
Yep.
reel him in, Arthur.
Here goes the fun part. Gotta get this fucking fish in. Oh, they'll make you work for it, don't they?
I got a bite. Got one. Shit.
Take you fucking long
Got
enough.
away.
And you lost it. I don't know what you are, but I want you. Come here. There we go.
Look at this beauty.
That's a good sized
There
bit.
you go.
That bass.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone,
Come here.
and buy some fish.
Fish on the line, Arthur.
Yeah, all you don't say, Hosea. What would I do without you?
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were
Are
river
you catching,
fishing.
Hosea? What is that?
We see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Oh, that fucker went way out there.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it.
Fact, load of good they did, didn't they?
Open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
There we go.
How long are we doing this?
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
Oh, you don't say, Dutch. I wonder what. I would never be able to figure that out.
I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Come here, you.
Not bad, Arthur.
Fucking water snake, go away.
So kind, Arthur.
Okay, this might be the last one. Hopefully. Need to go back to camp eventually, right?
Got a nibble there, Arthur?